You may have seen my recent video where I picked Chris Barnes' top 5 worst moments on television, so I think it's only fair I make a video doing the opposite and pick what I think are his top 5 best moments on TV. This is a new series I'm doing, and I've mainly done worst moments videos so far, but I'm working my way through all of your favourite PBA players, and we'll be doing both a best and worst top 5 video for them all. Although there are a few what-ifs about Barnes' career due to his TV struggles, he was dominant throughout his prime and just seemed to be making telecasts almost every week. And with 19 tour titles, there are a lot of incredible moments to pick from, so let's get straight into it and look at what I think are his top 5 best moments on TV. Number 5, the 2001 Greater Nashville Open.
Scroggins working on a 3-bagger at a 21-pin lead.
Frame 5. Gets it. Sometimes when you're supposed to win, things like that happen.
Watch the action here. The 9-pin standing. Something comes over and knocks it out. He's feeling it.
What a look at the lane action there, the right-hander. Like I said, sometimes when you're destined to win, you get pin action like that.
He's feeling it. That's 2 trip 9s in that lane to keep his string of 6 in a row alive.
Looking for his 7th strike in a row. Chris Barnes. From the right, from the Brooklyn, from downtown.
It just doesn't matter. 7-bagger.
You get your own day. That's right. That was good.
Oh, my God.
Didn't take long to get back even.
Our first entry on this list comes from the 2001 Greater Nashville Open, and this was a very important win for Barnes. In the 2000 season alone, he made 12 TV shows without winning a title, a PBA record that still stands. So finally getting a win, albeit in the next season, was vital for his sanity more than anything else. It was his 3rd tour title, but after all that disappointment in the previous year, he did extremely well to shake this off and finally capture a title. Number 4, defeating one of the greatest of all time. The 2009 Match Play Championship was a very interesting tournament as it was something very different. The PBA essentially copied the NCAA bracket for this one, with the top 64 players on tour seeded, and it was either win and advance or lose and go home. It was whittled down to just 2 players who made the telecast, but instead of a 1-game shootout, they would play 3 games with the highest total pinfall determining the winner. The final 2 standing were Walter Ray Williams Jr. and of course Chris Barnes. Barnes had put in a sublime performance in the semi-final match against Mike Wolf, shooting 824 to Wolf's 741. But this matchup against Walter Ray would be a fascinating one, as it was essentially 2 of the best in the game going at it, and with the 3-game format, this one wouldn't be decided by one mistake, but it would go down to how each player tackled the lanes throughout the set of games. In Game 1, Barnes had an open after leaving the Big Four after a double, but Walter Ray came out firing and had the front 9 strikes, although Barnes had a 241 game, so still made sure to keep himself as close to Walter Ray as he could. But Walter's 10th frame somehow left a 7-pin, but to everyone's surprise, he missed it, and this was a huge mistake, as now after Game 1, his lead was only 26 pins, which was a huge result for Barnes, and he could have easily been looking at a 50-pin deficit. Game 2, and Walter started to lose his look to the pocket and had an open in the 5th. Meanwhile, Barnes copied Walter Ray and had the front 9 himself in Game 2, but it would be a 10th frame open after he went through the nose. So suddenly Barnes led by 48 heading into the last game, and he would do enough in the 3rd game to win the title. A brilliant performance from Barnes, and this just showed why he was one of the best in the game, as he was just so hard to beat in a 3-game or more set. Number 3. Winning a title at 48 years of age.
It looked like he stepped out of that one on the bottom a little bit, Randy.
Yeah, he's 46 years old. He doesn't have quite the legs he used to. It's okay for him to do that.
There's 2. I think you could have replayed the first ball in the 10th and the second ball in the 10th over the top of each other, and there wouldn't have been much variation in anything. How about that for Chris Barnes? The first title in 3 years, and it comes near his home in Texas. 207-206.
This was Barnes' most recent PBA title, and it came in 2018 when a 48-year-old Barnes made the telecast as the 3 seed and would run the ladder to win his 19th tour title. It had been 3 years since his previous win, so this was a little bit out of the blue, but we do see players come out in their late 40s and early 50s and show they can still win on tour. Barnes did just that as he faced Jacob Buttroff in the title match. Buttroff missed a 7-pin in frame 5, which, if he had spared, would have won him the match, but Barnes had to step up and throw 3 strikes in the 10th, and what a clutch performance from Barnes to win this match by a single pin. Number 2. Becoming a Triple Crown winner. Barnes had won 2 majors up to this point, but at the 2010 World Championship, he had a chance to win his 3rd and become a Triple Crown winner. Again, he would have to run the ladder to do so, and he would defeat Oscar Palermo, Sean Rash, and then finally Bill O'Neill in the title match. This to me was a no-brainer for the number 2 spot on the list, as for a player of his caliber, he certainly deserved to be a Triple Crown winner, and he did it in some style, throwing games of 246, 237, and 267. And number 1, his first ever major. This was Barnes' first ever major win, and he did have some difficulty getting over the line. In the previous year, 2004, he lost in the title match at the Masters to Walter Ray, and before that, lost in the title match to Jason Couch at the 1999 Tournament of Champions. He also made the telecast at the 2004 US Open, but chopping the 3-6-10 and a Greek church leave cost him in the semi-final match against Brian Voss. Now he had a real chance to win his first major, as he was the number 1 seed at the 2005 US Open. He took on Patrick Allen, and Barnes had a 16-pin lead, but he chopped the 3-6-10 in the 8th frame, the same spare he missed in the previous year of the US Open. But Barnes struck in the 9th and then had to strike and get 9 spare in the 10th frame. He got the first strike and was inside on his next shot, but just about managed to get 9 as he left a 4-pin, which he spared to finally capture his first major after a number of near misses. To me, given all the struggles he had around this time in majors on TV, I think this was worthy of the number 1 spot. And that will bring us to an end of today's video. They were my top 5 picks for Barnes' best moments on TV, but perhaps you disagree. Perhaps you think there are some other moments that should have made the list, and if that's the case, then feel free to let me know in the comment section below. There'll be more of these type of videos coming your way very shortly, as well as a breakdown video of the upcoming Tournament of Champions telecast, which takes place this Sunday. So keep an eye out for those videos coming your way very soon. That will be all from me for today, and as always, thank you bowling fans, and see you all next time.